All right, hello everyone. Welcome to this live stream of Eurovision Universe. Today I will talk about all of the information that I have. And of course the first rehearsals as well. Yeah. So today, like, a lot of countries performed. They have rehearsed and I have met them all. Um I'm now going to talk about like what happened. And yeah, can you guys hear me? I hope you can. And otherwise, I'm just gonna have a look if you guys can hear me. I hope so. Yeah, you can, right? Yeah, okay, you can. Um, all right, everyone, welcome. If you have questions about today's rehearsals, just put them in the chat and I will react to them live. So, the first rehearsal of today was from Finland. Now, we already knew that Finland was going to have these big balloons in their background. Unfortunately, the rehearsal, well, the singing and performing, everything went well, but the staging kind of went bad. So the organizers put everything on the wrong spots. So yeah, I think that's a shame. Um, the Rasmus also told me that yeah, they thought that it was a shame that they put everything in the wrong position. But they do have trust in the next rehearsal. So yeah, they have these like big yellow and black balls in their performance. I'm gonna have a look and review all the photos. So in the beginning, Lauri, the head singer, is completely um, covered in this big yellow jacket, kind of like the same one that we saw on the UMK final, but this one is made out of leather instead out of like fluffy material. So yeah, um, we have that, and we also have the jackets from the Rasmus that they were wearing in Amsterdam and Madrid, and it all kind of like stayed the same. So I think that's really good. Their rehearsal, yeah, it went well, but yeah, it sucks that everything was just put in the wrong position. The staging is like really yellow. They have like these balls everywhere. And yeah, for the rest, they have like these big white lights. The lighting will be white, as in like the lights itself, but the LED, the lights from the stage, that will be yellow. So we will have a white with yellow staging. You can think of that. For the rest, there is a lot, but there then a lot of pyro. Um, I think it suits the song. They need it, of course. And I think it's safe to say that Finland will qualify in the end. So if the second rehearsals will go well and the live show will go well as well, then we will definitely see them in the Eurovision final. So the next country to perform was Israel, and Michael Ben David is like, oh, he's such a sweet person. Like, I met him yesterday, and like when he was at the arena, he immediately came to me and like gave me a hug, and we had talks about like him being there, and that was very nice. It was very nice that he was there because we didn't know if Israel was gonna come eventually to the event. So it was a surprise, but a pleasant surprise. Um, the staging for Israel, oh, they really went big with the staging. So they have these amazing lights that they brought. I don't know where it's shot. Oh, it's shot just in the normal arena. Okay. And on the normal side and everything. Um, but they have brought lightning that we haven't seen before in these rehearsals. So there's this big red line on the top of the stage. You don't see the circle at all. So I wonder how they get rid of the circle because I really don't know actually. The staging is red. Yeah, very red. Like almost. The outfits are white, so they reflect the red sometimes. I think that's really good. I think it's really good to do. And also, um, he has brought his dancers again with him. There are four dancers on stage that will perform beside him, four male dancers, and yeah, one of them is wearing a black outfit, and I think that's really remarkable. You can see like everyone has a white outfit except for him. The outfits are very modern, very see-through as well from the dancers, but it has like a very white modern vibe to it, so that's good. um do they have a chance of qualifying? Of course they do, of course they do. Will they eventually qualify? I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. They won't. I don't know. Um. So yeah, we will have to wait. And while we are waiting for that to happen, let's move on to the next rehearsal. So the next rehearsal was Serbia. Well, we all knew that Serbia was going to bring this bowl of water with her, and so she was there at the arena as well, and we met her. She said that it was a journey to make this song as well, and that this staging is completing the song. For the rest, for them, it went good. For them, the rehearsal really went good. Um, yeah, we it's almost like the same kind of staging from the national final, but then way bigger, way more Eurovision ish. And I think it will do Serbia well. So they are with these white costumes as well. At least Constracta is, and she's in the middle of these five singers, and they all like sing to sing to God. They wish they were getting health and everything because the song itself is about, well, God giving everything health. Um, and that's because there is no healthcare system for artists in Serbia, so that's why they pray to get health. For the rest, the bit Strava, yeah, that bit, how iconic it may sound, it's still there. It's still there. They will clap their hands off, and I think we will see them in the final. I think we will clap along with them in the arena in the final. And for the rest, everything almost stayed the same. It's almost the same as the national final, and I think that's for the better. You do see that Serbia is struggling with the stage not being turned around because LEDs are a very huge part of their performance. And right now, the stage isn't fixable. I've heard that they were maybe gonna turn it around in time for the second rehearsals, but I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen with it. So yeah, for the rest, it went good for Constracta and her team, and we will probably see Serbia in the final as well. So the next one, Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan had a really good staging. Like I think they surprised us the most this year, or well, at least this day, because no one really knew what was gonna happen with the staging. I even like asked him that like multiple times, so if he can like give like maybe a hint or maybe just something, but he always like kept it secret. And like today when he was done with the rehearsals, um, I was talking to him as well, and we had to laugh. We had to laugh about how secret it was kept. And now I finally understand it because well, it's really good. It's really good. For them, the rehearsal went well as well, and I think they will have the arcs turned around no matter what. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it looks so good. So let me explain. You have these two big stairs. In the beginning, they're glued together almost, and you see them like this. But later on in the song, they will, yeah, face each other. And there's a dancer on top of this stair, and Nadir is singing on this stair. So he's singing to the male dancer. For the rest of the lightning is very white. So yeah, we have like a white kind of trend going on right now. But the outfits aren't white. I think he's wearing a hoodie. It's kind of like grayish, maybe even black. But I no, it's gray. It's gray. It's gray. It even has this like kind of maybe even green vibe to it. But it's done very well. The stairs are white as well, but there will be no like lighting shining on the stairs, so they seem to be black for the public's eye. Um, yeah, that's all I can say about Azerbaijan. I think it's really hard to say if they will qualify because their staging is really good, and I think like no one really expected them to like do do this good of a staging. Um, so yeah, maybe we will see them in the final. Maybe we won't. The staging at least deserves to be in the final because it's a typical Azerbaijani thing to like do everything at the last minute and like surprise everyone with their staging. The next rehearsal was from Georgia. They were very quiet about everything. They said back in December that they were gonna have like a visual, yeah, like a visual kind of video going on. Um, I don't know if that's true, but from the looks of it, it does seem like we're gonna have a visual experience. So the Circus Miracus guys were one of the last ones to arrive at the arena. Um, and I saw them having these red coats and everything. They, of course, had their masks on. And um, yeah, for the rest, I didn't like really know anything. They um, weren't like very, they weren't like very talkative. So I understand it, of course. They need to be like kept secret from who they are, kind of like Subwoofer. But yeah, so one of the guys, the main singer from Circus Mircus, has this like kind of keyboard that he has around his back, um, and he will play it like during the show, um, and like during the performance and everything. The performance looks very. There are many colors, like yellow and red. I think red is one of their main colors, um, because well, they have a red coat. They have like these, yeah, these beautiful. Also, the guy with the beard has now a way longer beard with much more flowers on them. Also see a picture with a a pink background and black lips. So I don't know what they're gonna say with those black lips. Maybe something along the lines like "Show me what you got" and everything. But it can all be different. I don't really know. And if my computer wants to work, we can go to the next picture. And it does want to work. Okay. Yeah, there are like a lot of colors in this song, and you can already like expect that from Georgia. We already knew it was gonna be a visual performance. Um, but will the singing be good as well? That's all that counts. Um, One of the guys from Circus Miracles also like has this music wind up box. It's blue with like a sun in the middle of it, and he likes keep rewinding it. And I don't know actually what will come out of it. Um, the thing I do know is that they have like the dude with the beard has like now instead of yellow kind of flowers, they are now green and purple, and like they have every color in the world. And he's also wearing a Circus Mircus hat. So yeah, it's very promising. Will we see Georgia in the final? I don't think so. I I don't think we will see Georgia back again in the final, even though maybe they could surprise. Maybe other countries will be very bad and we will still see them in the final. I could be wrong, I could be right, but I think we won't see them in the final. So the next artist was Malta, and when Emma arrived at the arena, I, of course, immediately went to her, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're here as well!" And we had like great talks about the weather being so nice right now in Turin. And yeah, I also like asked her about like hints for the staging, but they were like still kept like very secret. And already we already got some hints at Eurovision in concert, so she was pretty secret about it. Um, but her song "I Am What I Am," it's about her playing a piano. Well, it's not about her playing a piano, but she plays piano on stage. Um, Later on, she will finally like get up on the piano, and she will start singing and standing on there. She has this like beautiful disco kind of dress, and props where the piano is on, they're very, very big. You can like definitely see them from the arena itself. It's like it's like a prop with wheels underneath it. It's like very, I don't know, it doesn't look good, but if they want it, they have it. For the rest, it's very yellow. We didn't expect that. Like everyone knew they were, yeah, they were kind of doing um a kind of Russian woman thing with all the people in the back, but I don't know where that went. But that plan got canceled. We now have this beautiful staging with yellow, orange lights. Emma is joined by four dancers, two girls and two guys. And they also have these like skirts and white clothing um, with sparkles as well. The girls have sparkles on their clothes. Emma Muscat, her dress, it's like she's a disco ball, but like a beautiful disco ball. For the rest, it's like it's very elegant as well. It's kind of like Lithuania, really elegant. Um, will we see Malta in the final? I think so. I think they could surprise us. I think they will miss out, like they will be 12th or 11th, or they will finish like 10th or something. But yeah, it's really hard to guess if we will see them in the final. I hope so. I hope so because Emma is amazing. So when she was done, she gave me like this pen, and yeah, we had great talks, and she's so sweet. I'm so happy with the pen. It also says "I am what I am," and I will like put it in a very special place in my room. Next up, we have San Marino, and we didn't hear anything, like anything, from Aquila Lauro. So these pictures that we got are mind blowing, actually, because we had no promo tour because one of the band members from Aquila Lauro got tested positive, sadly enough, for Corona. Um, so it all had to be canceled, every pre-party. But we now have amazing staging from San Marino. I think that it really suits the song. So we have Aquila Lauro in like a black kind of outfit. It's really see-through. So it's like the sexy thing we're um, used from Akil. He's so extra. He wants that show, and there are a lot of pyros. There will be pyros, fireworks, um, the lights going round like this. Yeah, it's crazy. It's literally crazy. For the rest, we have a lot, yeah, like a lot of fire on stage, and Aquila Lauro is riding a bull, and um, I think that's because he has this line, cowboy. Nah, yeah, it's like that. So I think that's why there's a bull on stage. There are also two huge metal cases on stage, and it was just mind blown because nobody expected their staging was going to be like this this good. There are a lot of fireworks, as I said, a lot of guitar players. Like there are even two guitar players, and they're both rocking alongside of Akil. The staging is well, the lighting is red and white, so we will see a lot of that back in the live shows, of course. Um, Also, the thing that Israel did with the lights, like in the background instead of the sun, Aquila Lago is doing the same. I don't know how they change it. I have no idea, but yeah, it's. I think it looks good. It looks so unbelievably good. Now, will we see Aquila Lago in the final? I think so. I think everyone was underrating Stripper a bit, and I think we will see him in the final, like because like this staging is so mind blowing, and the song is good as well. Um, so yeah, I think we will see Akila Lago. He's like also he has a big name for himself. We will see him back in the final. Now we are going to. Oh, by the way, talking about Akila Lago, oh my god, there was so many security around him, but he still uh took time for like all of the fans and everything. And like, oh, when I met him, he was so sweet. He was like, he had to be like fast because he was going somewhere. Um, but he was like a really sweet guy. And I think not a lot of people know that. I think like they're thinking like, oh, he's a big rock star, he won't have time for his fans, but he signed everything that the fans asked for and did pictures with everyone, and oh, it was great. Well, next up we are going to Sheldon Riley with um, "We're Not the Same," and "Not the Same" is like it's a very interesting song because I don't think that the public will love it, but I do think the juries are they're gonna eat this song up. So definitely we will see Australia in the final. Sheldon Riley is wearing this white dress instead of the black one we saw at the Australia Decides national final. Um, I actually uh, knew that the dress was going to be white, He was also like before just before the rehearsals, he was like struggling with this dress and like taking it on his back. So I already knew it was going to be white. Um, and the staging is a lot more brighter. There are no dark colors anymore. The dark blue lighting, it's all gone. It's all gone. And instead of the big fans that we've seen in Australia, the sites, there are now very, very big stairs. Yeah, it's like, it's a weird change. Well, not weird, but it's you can see that they really put thought in the staging. It's now way more dramatical, way more theoretical than it was before, and it will probably help Sheldon Riley um, going to the final and getting even more points from the juries. He still has his mask. He still has all of the fog on the stage, so there will be a lot of smoke, a lot of fog, and for the rest, we will see him in the final. That's all I can say. Now, for the last one of this day, we have Cyprus. I heard that when their prop landed, it got broken. Um, yeah, we don't see that on stage. Thankfully, we don't. But I'm really curious, like, what was their original idea? Anyways, Cyprus, one of the countries we knew nothing about, like absolutely nothing. They surprised us as well. They have such a good visual staging. Um, we also now heard that Andromache, can really sing this song. She's like a professional singer, and you can hear that. So there will be Andromache joined by these two dancers, and these two dancers are inside of like a big shell. Um, it's round as well, and there will be a lot of color going on. It's like this summer song. Um, and yeah, now instead of hearing the summer, you also see the summer. So we will have a lot of colors. What can I say more about the staging? Like the shell is like has these really long triangles as well, um, in which it does fit the song. It does fit the song. Um, yeah, visually it looks very good. She's wearing this beautiful dress, um, also as if it's summer, and the shell kind of like goes like this. It starts with like a circle, but ends up with two huge kind of not pillars, but well, yeah, pillars, but not touching the ground. And that's it for today. They have like orange orange lights on their like on the back of their staging, and I think we will see that back a lot. Blue is their main color in the shell itself, so that's really something to notice. Will we see Greece in the? Will we see Cyprus in the final? Of course, of course. Talking about Greece like a few moments ago, they will also like get 12 points from Greece in the final. So no worries, Cyprus will go through for sure. Now, as a final thing, who was the best who had the best rehearsal of today? It's hard to say, but I think either San Marino or Cyprus. And I think Cyprus had the best staging, but San Marino had the most surprising one. Like, yeah, Cyprus had the best staging for sure. And that's what I think about today's rehearsals. Now, what do you think? Please, everyone, just comment it in the comments and let us know. Let us know in the comments below. And if you like the video, give it a like. If you want to subscribe, it would help so much. And follow me on Twitter as well. There you see like a lot of the things I do here in Turin. It's not only like, oh, he's only meeting artists. No, it's like a lot of work besides that. And for the rest, I will see you on the socials. If you follow Eurovision Universe on the socials, we will see you there. And hopefully, I will see you guys soon. If you're coming to Torino, have lots of fun. Hopefully, you will meet the artists as well. And then I will see you tomorrow in the next live video. Ciao, ciao. Yeah.